You're locked in a steel tube, 800 feet below the ocean surface. No windows, no sunlight, no escape. For the next 90 days, you'll share a bed with 2 other submariners.
3 of us all tucked away in this little closet, like we like to call it Harry Potter's closet, underneath the stairs. And our only storage is the space beneath our racks.
Your shower? 30 seconds, twice a week. One dropped wrench could get everyone killed. This is life aboard a nuclear submarine.
Where the good guys are opposed with all this stuff, and you're like, how are they going to do it? And they come through it.
I'm about to show you will shatter everything you think you know about living underwater. The reality of submarine berthing. Let's start with where you sleep, because this is where the fantasy dies immediately. A Virginia-class submarine costs $2.8 billion to build. It houses 135 submariners. But here's the kicker. There aren't 135 beds. Welcome to hot bunking, 3 submariners, 1 rack. You work an 8-hour shift, sleep 8 hours, then someone else climbs into your still warm bed. The sheets change once a week if you're lucky. Your personal space is a coffin-sized rack, 6 feet long, 2 feet wide, 18 inches of headroom. That's it. No closet, no nightstand. Everything you own for 90 days fits in a locker the size of a carry-on suitcase. But here's what nobody tells you. The psychological warfare of sleeping in shifts. Your body never fully adjusts. The Navy runs on 18-hour days, not 24. 6 hours on watch, 12 hours off. Your circadian rhythm? Destroyed within a week. And the noise. Constant mechanical, humming, clanging. Ventilation systems running 24/7. You learn to sleep through anything, or you don't sleep at all. The berthing area sits at 70 to 80 decibels constantly. That's equivalent to living inside a vacuum cleaner for 3 months straight. The food situation. A timeline of decline. Now let's talk about eating, because this is where things get interesting. A 90-day patrol requires storing approximately 18,000 meals for a crew of 135. That's 54,000 pounds of food crammed into every available space. And I mean everywhere. Week 1, you're eating like royalty, fresh eggs, real milk, steaks, vegetables. The cooks, some of the most underrated submariners on board, are pulling off miracles in a galley the size of a walk-in closet. But fresh food has an expiration date, and there's no refrigeration space for everything. Week 2, fresh produce is gone, milk is gone. You're down to frozen and canned goods. Week 4, the menu gets creative. Chicken could be from a can that's been in storage for 2 years. Vegetables are either frozen blocks or rehydrated from powder. Week 8, you're eating the same 7 meals on rotation. Morale is tanking. The cooks are doing everything they can. Theme nights, special desserts, but you can only do so much with canned ravioli. Here's an insider secret. The quality of food directly correlates to mission success. The Navy knows this. That's why submarine cooks undergo specialized training and why food costs for a single patrol run between $135,000 to $200,000. But there's a darker reality. Nutrition suffers. Vitamin D deficiency is universal. You're not seeing sunlight for 3 months. Weight loss or gain is common. Some submariners drop 20 pounds. Others gain it from stress eating and limited exercise. Exercise? There's a treadmill, maybe some weights, in a space the size of a bathroom. Good luck maintaining fitness when 135 people are competing for it. Water, the most precious resource. Water. On a submarine, it's more valuable than gold. Nuclear submarines produce their own fresh water through desalination.
That are normally filled with air when I'm riding on the surface.
Extracting salt from seawater using the reactor's heat. Sounds unlimited, right? Wrong. The system produces about 10,000 to 12,000 gallons per day. Sounds like a lot until you realize 135 submariners need it for drinking, cooking, equipment cooling, and yes, bathing. Your shower allowance, 30 seconds, twice a week. Some submarines are stricter, once a week. You learn the Navy shower. Water on for 5 seconds, soap up. Water on for 25 seconds to rinse. That's it. But here's the secret most people don't know. During silent running, when the sub is hiding from enemy detection, water usage is restricted even further. Sometimes showers are completely shut down for days. Why? Because every system that runs makes noise. Pumps, drains, ventilation. In hostile waters, a running shower could literally give away your position and get everyone killed. Laundry? Forget it. You wear the same uniform for weeks. The smell in berthing areas after week 4 is something you never forget. It's a mix of body odor, diesel, and recycled air that becomes your new normal. Chapter 4. The Cost of Silence. Operational Secrets. Let me tell you about silent running, because this is where submarine life becomes a psychological thriller. When a submarine goes into stealth mode, every single sound is a potential death sentence. Enemy sonar can detect a dropped wrench from miles away. The entire crew switches to soft-soled shoes. Conversations drop to whispers. You can't drop anything. You can't slam doors. Even walking requires deliberate, careful steps. Here's what they don't tell you in recruitment videos. During silent running, the toilets can be secured. That means no flushing for hours, sometimes days. Why? Flushing a submarine toilet requires pressurizing the system and ejecting waste overboard. That creates noise and bubbles that can be detected on sonar. So waste accumulates until it's safe to flush. I've seen submariners hold it for 12-hour shifts rather than risk using a secured head. It's miserable, it's degrading, but it's survival. And the psychological toll. Imagine knowing that one mistake, one cough at the wrong time, one dropped tool could compromise a $2.8 billion asset and 135 lives. The Navy trains for this relentlessly. Silent drills, emergency procedures, but training and reality are different beasts. The first time you experience true silent running in hostile waters, your heart rate spikes, your hands sweat, you move like you're defusing a bomb, because in a way, you are. The hidden costs. What the Navy doesn't advertise. Let's talk money, because the economics of submarine operations are staggering. Building a Virginia-class submarine, $2.8 billion. Annual maintenance and operational costs, $50 to $80 million. A single 90-day patrol costs approximately $15 to $20 million in fuel, food, maintenance, and personnel. Food, $135,000 to $200,000. Medical supplies, $50,000. Spare parts and maintenance materials, $500,000 to $1 million. You're carrying enough spare parts to rebuild critical systems mid-ocean because there's no calling for help. Personnel costs. Submariners receive special pay, sub-pay, ranging from $75 to $425 per month, depending on rank and experience. For a crew of 135 over 3 months, that's an additional $40,000 to $170,000 just in hazard pay. But here's the hidden cost nobody calculates: the human toll. Submarine duty has the highest psychological screening requirements in the military. Claustrophobia? Disqualified. History of anxiety or depression? Disqualified. The Navy knows that 3 months in a steel tube will break weak minds. Even with screening, submariners experience what we call submarine blues, a mid-deployment psychological crash. Week 5 or 6, morale plummets. Irritability spikes. Minor conflicts escalate. The isolation, monotony, and confinement compound into a mental pressure cooker. The Navy combats this with morale events. Halfway night celebrations, movie marathons, special meals. Commanders who ignore morale management see mission effectiveness collapse. Communication. Blackout. The isolation factor. Now let's address the elephant in the steel tube. You're completely cut off from the world. No internet, no phone calls, no social media. For 90 days, you exist in a bubble where the outside world might as well not exist. Communication comes through family grams, short text messages from family, heavily screened and censored by command. You might get 1 or 2 per week, 50 words maximum, no bad news, no emergencies, just sanitized updates. Why the censorship? Because a submariner who learns about a family crisis can't leave, can't help, can't do anything except spiral mentally while trapped underwater. So command filters everything. Here's a secret from my 5 decades of service. Some of the hardest moments in submarine life aren't the danger or discomfort. It's missing your child's birth, your parents' funeral, your spouse's medical emergency, and finding out weeks later through a 50-word message. The psychological adaptation required is profound. You learn to compartmentalize, to accept that for these 90 days you're dead to the outside world, and the outside world is dead to you. But here's the paradox. This isolation creates the strongest bonds you'll ever experience. Your crew becomes your family. You trust them with your life daily. That camaraderie is something surface submariners never fully understand. The daily grind, routine, and survival. So what does a typical day look like? Spoiler, there is no typical day, because you're not living on a 24-hour cycle. The submarine operates on an 18-hour day, 6 hours on watch, 12 hours off. Your body never adjusts. You're perpetually jet-lagged. 0600. Your time? Wake up in your rack, climb down carefully. Don't wake the guy sleeping below you. Grab your uniform from your locker. It smells. You don't care anymore. 0615, breakfast in the galley. You have 15 minutes. The galley seats maybe 20 people. There are 135 submariners. You eat in shifts, quickly standing if necessary. 0630, report to your watch station. For the next 6 hours, you're monitoring systems, running drills, maintaining equipment. Boredom punctuated by moments of intense focus. 1230, off watch. Now what? You have 12 hours. Sleep? You need it. But you also need to eat, exercise, do laundry, if allowed, study for qualifications and maintain your sanity. Entertainment is preloaded movies, books and games. No streaming, no updates. You watch the same 50 movies on rotation. By week 8, you've memorized every line of every film. Some submariners study, working toward qualifications to earn their dolphins, the submarine warfare insignia. This process takes months and requires mastering every system on the boat. It's brutal, but it's also a distraction from the monotony. Others work out, write letters they can't send yet, or just sleep. Sleep becomes currency. You hoard it, protect it, because exhaustion is your constant companion. The excitement. Why submariners do this? So why would anyone volunteer for this? What's the appeal? Because despite everything I've described, submarine duty is the most elite, respected assignment in the Navy. And the missions? Classified, dangerous, critical. Submarines conduct intelligence gathering that shapes national security. You're tracking enemy vessels they don't know you're watching. You're deploying special forces for covert operations. You're carrying weapons that could end civilizations. The responsibility is immense. The pride is unmatched. Here's a secret. Some of the most significant military operations in history were conducted by submarines, and you'll never hear about them. Missions remain classified for 50 years or more. Submariners go to their graves never able to tell their families what they really did. Earning your dolphins, the submarine qualification badge, is a rite of passage. It means you've mastered every system, proven you can handle the pressure, and earn the respect of your crew. It's one of the hardest qualifications in the military. And the camaraderie? Unbreakable. You've survived 3 months in hell together. You've trusted each other with your lives daily. Those bonds last forever. The moment you surface after 90 days is indescribable. The hatch opens. Sunlight, real sunlight, hits your face for the first time in 3 months. The air smells different, feels different. You've forgotten what wind feels like. Submariners describe it as being reborn. And in a way, you are. Living on a submarine for 3 months is the ultimate test of human endurance. It's not for everyone, it's not supposed to be. The extreme confinement, the isolation, the constant danger, it breaks some people. But for those who survive it, who thrive in it, it's the most meaningful experience of their lives. I spent 50 years in the Navy, starting as a deckhand and rising to admiral. I've seen submarine life from every angle, and I can tell you this: the submariners who serve on submarines are a different breed. Tougher, smarter, more resilient. They endure conditions most people can't imagine. They carry secrets they can't share. They sacrifice months of their lives in a steel tube beneath the ocean. And they do it willingly. So the next time you hear about submarine operations, remember, behind every mission is a crew of submariners eating canned food, sharing beds, showering twice a week, and living in constant vigilance. They're the silent service, and they're the reason you sleep safely at night. If you want more insider details about military life, the real stories, the accurate information, the secrets nobody talks about, subscribe to this channel. I'm sharing 50 years of experience to educate and entertain those interested in what military life is really like. Drop a comment below. Could you survive 90 days on a submarine? And what aspect of submarine life do you want me to cover next? Until next time, stay curious and respect the submariners who live this reality. We are committed to releasing 2 videos a week. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more.